Well, to come out here to Eastern and play a team that record-wise, I don't think their record indicates their ability, and certainly their ability to make it complicated for you. This has been a tough place for us to figure it out, but fortunately, we've come out here and found a way now 3 times in the last 4 years. But expected them to continue to make it challenging, and they certainly did. And I know we did some things to ourselves, procedural penalties on offense that we just can't have. We turned the ball over. We gave up some big plays, to them. And I thought, given the situation with Asparis not playing, and you find that out pregame, it does force you to pivot a little bit. I thought by and large, Jared Taylor had to go the long way. 25 carries. He had hard-earned ones, but then Wortham comes in and hits the big play. That one in particular stings. And credit to them, they did some things, with him and made it more challenging. They tied the game up, and we needed something to happen, and Tommy makes the big play. That's something that I think we've seen time and time again, and for him to really make that the next play, get it to 35-28. Credit to him, and it wasn't over there at any rate either. So we needed to continue to stop them. Tommy's first interception of the year, we didn't come at a good time, obviously. We didn't get a fourth down in there, but ultimately then we make another big play on the pass to tie. So, it's we've been in a lot of close situations, going all the way back to game one, really. When it comes down to it, I know that the Idaho State game lingered a little bit too, I guess, but you find a way to win, you get challenged, and you get on the right side of it. That's what matters at the end of the day, and we got to look at things that ultimately we can improve upon. But just excited that the guys banded together, in that fourth quarter and found a way to walk out of here with a win. Well, ultimately, there's a portion of their offense that was just a portion that becomes their primary. And even you're playing that game to say, are they going to do that? Are they going to shift gears? Taylor's still a quarterback. They're still capable of trying to, feed a Chisholm and do it that way, feed the tailback. So I think that's a challenge. Just trying to you prepare. I think you have a pretty good picture. When Taylor's in the game, this is what you want to do. Now he's the only one in the game, and then you throw in Wortham in the mix, and it's challenging. They're good players, and like I said, I thought they had to grind it out if all they were doing was running Taylor, but then they got creative and did some other things that allowed them to spring some big plays, and ultimately, I don't think we tackled our best, and that's again one of those deals. It's leverage. It's who we're trying to tackle too. I would be remiss. I didn't even mention the big turnover we had on the kickoff early in that game to get up 14. So a lot of big plays in that game, and we had more of them, but we gave up more than we have at the same time.
How do you sum up the response that the defense had after Tommy's interception?
That's critical. It's huge. It's gut check. All whatever word you want to use, phrase you want to use, to know that okay, they're in scoring range. We're up a score. It's all on the line. No panic. I think by then a confident group went out there and made the plays to get us off the field. So for all the things that happened, to have that be the end of the defensive performance, credit to them just hanging in there and being able to make plays when it mattered most.
The big fun that they had, and I guess just how difficult you feel like that play was, have that penalty on that to bring it back.
Well, I think there was potentially multiple penalties on that play. They don't get the first down maybe without the penalties, I guess. But I think we knew full well that we could see just about anything, whether it was all the things they did on offense. Their defense has kind of been that all year, a little bit of everything. And then on special teams, they've done that, whether it's kicking onside kicks, there's a fake punt. So, yeah, for that to not go their way and for them to have to repunt, that was pretty big.
You guys have had penalties on the road this season, then at home. Is there anything that you see as far as why that maybe is?
Well, I think we had 4 procedures, including a delay of game to start the game. Yes, we got to look at our. I don't know that that's being on the road. If it's, I know we get a delay of game. You're obviously up against the clock. I think a few of our jumps we were up against the clock. So I think that's something we can clean up. Whether we're home or road, I don't think that has much to do with it. It wasn't anything to do with noise. We just have to be cleaner, and those type of penalties have not been who we've been offensively, but that's too many today.
Tommy broke, I think, 3,000 for rushing yards. I'm just curious what his performance, just kind of the whole rushing attack.
Yeah, with all they've done and all they did today, we knew they were gonna be in some places where they got us off schedule, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. But then there's also situations where they were going to potentially be out of position where we were going to have big play opportunities. This is probably the most a team has allowed Tommy to pull those type of runs and stuff. So no, I think Tommy in the run game he's a serious threat. He's about as fast as anybody out on that field that possibly could be, I guess, and to have that at quarterback and have that weapon, and it's something that we need to take advantage of, and I think we did a good job today. And I thought Scott's ran in particular, Adam, Sue had some good runs in there. I thought running backs ran hard, so that's all a product of the offensive line really trying to sort out what's a very complicated combination of all the looks that they throw at you. And we'll look at the film, and I'm sure there was plenty of things we could have maybe done better, but ultimately the run game probably was the tipping point.
That's one for Coach.
You've been here 3 times now. Is there anything with this environment that maybe contributes to these tough games?
No, I thought, well, if it's you get the best version of Eastern Washington when they're playing at home, I would say it's that. I don't. That's as simple as it probably is. We played them week 10 last year. We got up on them, and it wasn't the same type of game. There's fighting and scratching for everything, and it's not easy when you get to November and it hasn't gone your way. So credit to Coach Best and their crew for continuing to fight, and we're just fortunate that they didn't break through against us.